It's a good book. Well, there is a box blurb on the back by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I borrowed it from the library, local library here. At first I was going to be really disappointed in my library, but kind of ended up being disappointed myself because I was looking for Bram Stoker in the Bees. It's been so long since I've been to a library that I forgot how libraries work. But yeah, it's a really good book. Surprisingly low body count. Only like 4 or 5 people die, and only like 1 or 2 from the Dracula's actual doing. But it does focus a lot on actual characters. You give a damn about the people in the book. So many different horror media. It's just like, there's a guy walking around with a chainsaw. Okay, sucks for the people there, but why do I give a damn? But you really get introduced in who these characters are. It starts out with Jonathan Harker. Goes to meet with Dracula because Dracula is buying property in England, and so Harker is helping him get accustomed to English customs and stuff like that. I think that's what he's doing. But I think that's mostly a prologue, because it's fascinating how little Dracula is actually in his actual book. I'm not going to do a full review because that's not what book report's about. But yeah, it's a very interesting read. It's worth checking out. I kind of feel like I got an achievement from reading this, like an Xbox achievement. Ding, you've passed a reading quiz or milestone for reading. But I'd say more drama than horror, because I don't know why. I'm just not scared of any horror thing. Maybe once I do more research into this stuff. But it's kind of disappointing that I'm not scared of the Dracula, the introduction of the vampire. This is pretty much the definition of what a vampire is. But no, I'm just not scared of vampires, I guess. I really did feel the weight and impact on the characters, though. So that's real credit to Mr. Stoker there. If I gotta say anything bad about the book, though, is, I don't know if I'm gonna say this very correctly, very well. All the characters seem to have the same voice. The book is written through the journals of the different characters, and you can tell when Mina, one of the characters that Dracula is feeding off of, you can tell when she's writing because she has a softer voice. But the 4 guy characters kind of have a hard time telling which one's which. And there is a crazy guy in one of this, because the doctor is taking care of mental ill patients, and one of the the intro has Jonathan Harker there, and then when he has his dealings with Dracula, it just kind of cuts off, and then there's the doctor dealing with the mental patient. And for the longest time in the book, I thought Harker was the mental patient. Eventually I figured out there was different characters, but it's like hard to tell who is actually who in the book. But other than that, it's really good characterization in the book, because the way they actually feel like real people. I know they're just fiction, but that's the highest praise I can give this book is it actually feels like actual people in this book. Except for, well, you can kind of tell that the Dr. Stewart is Stoker's favorite character, because when it's dealing with the doctor's journals, it kind of feels like it's the more natural stuff, and when you're dealing with Harker's journals, it's like he's telling what happened instead of it's happened to him. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good book. It's a really good read. I'd recommend picking it up, even if you just buy it from your library. But yeah, that's book reports for October. Haven't decided what to do next month yet, but yeah, that's Dracula. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, comments, suggestions are really appreciated, and thanks for watching.